Boom. Boom. Here we go. Oh my god. Talk about excited. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh. Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix. Your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. No time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Yeah, true. True. And we want to believe that he is innocent, so we just gotta go by that. It's not looking too good though. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. Is that or lose the trial? This isn't going to be easy. If we're finding something today, then that means the court probably has a part 2. Damn it. There's going to be a huge plot twist, isn't there? Yeah. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready. Defense is ready. Mr. Edgeworth, opening statement. Unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show you evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call in your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. Oh, I don't like him. Wait, director or producer? Oh gosh, I get them mixed up. I don't like the guy. He's very weird. He's very, very weird. Just hold on a second. Okay. Come on, man. I have like 2 viewers and you're spamming me with bots. Get out of here. Jeez. Prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Oh, I don't like him. Oh, that director? He's the director, she's the producer. The producer will definitely have to talk later. Will the witness state his name and profession? Oh, this is going to be really hard to cross-examine. How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television. We were at Global Studios on the day of the murder. Hey, Painty! Good to see you. We've only just started the court case, don't worry. Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of the day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I'm so glad that Mia is with me right now. I was at the studios for around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. He's sweaty because he's a liar. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin cross-examination. Oh gosh, here we go, guys. Here we go. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry that way. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still. FWIW, anyone? I was pretty busy all that day. For what it's worth? I got it. Tell us more about that. Why am I so happy? During the morning I was doing an action scene run through in the employee area. That's right. It was a fight scene between Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. LOL. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? No, just us four. Interesting. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. But WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh right, that's the limp. Which of course led me to missing my lunch. Roll on the floor, shocked? Oh damn it. Yeah, exactly, you're right. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. No, it's okay. Like I said, if it's her, then well done. I don't think it is. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Oh, the assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat. False. But how are we going to prove that? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? Sorry, must have been tough. Phoenix. Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It's contradictory. Yeah, I mean, okay, but I haven't got evidence. I know, but where's my evidence though? I haven't got evidence for that. I haven't got evidence for that. I can't just say. Oh gosh. I mean, I've seen the T-bone steak, but I haven't got evidence. You know what? It's a little vague. I think that's the best way to go about this. Actually, there is something bothering me. Mr. Manala, just now you said steak at least. So you ate something other than steak? Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used to stave off starvation. I see. Is that all? I was sure I was on something there. We were in the meeting around 4. During the meeting, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. I'll go back to that one. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a one. What's he stressing so much about? I wonder. If only I had an idea. I'll wait for one to come up and hit him with it later. Phoenix, if his alibi holds powers is finished, press him as hard as you can and find out where he's lying. Give me a second. We're gonna say it's contradictory. I did just save. Now that you mention it. Okay, and also Mia smiled. What do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. Okay, cool. So me seeing it is proof enough. Nice. There were 2 plates. The same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly, a man who likes to eat, and suspects as much. So when exactly did you eat? We took 1 break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. Mental image I will carry to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that a bit more. I think the assistant has something to do with the sleeping... what's this called? This? The label reads sleeping pills. She probably did something to the food since she made the food. So, this is wrong now, right? Because he said he didn't take a single break. Press harder, because they did. He did. He just said. Mr. Manila, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during the break? Roll on the floor laughing. We're probably going to get roll on the floor dying. Probably. Well. Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify the court during this break. Very well. Your testimony, please. Oh no, Edgeworth is laughing. For what it's worth, we took a break. Roll on floor laugh. By the way guys, just to make sure, is everything okay with the stream, the sound, the balance between the music and my voice? Everything good? Are we good? But it was only 15 minutes. 15. That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1. LOL. Awesome, thank you. There's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. 15-minute break. Okay, but at what time? I don't think it would even be enough time for that. That's just me. Very well. Yeah, 15 minutes to eat a T-bone steak. That's not enough. Yeah. Liars. For what it's worth, we took a break. What time exactly did you take this break? Thank you, Phoenix. I say it was from around 2:30 until 2:45. That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. But it was only 15 minutes. 15. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was Divaska. Yes, I can't wait to interview her. Divask, the producer, to eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. Quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder. You think it's funny? Oh, that was strong. Your Honor, the testimony to this fact has made one certain fact painfully clear. People in the trailer had nothing to do with the murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, Mr. Wright, hello. Let me save. Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? I don't know. Okay, so wait. So he said they had a break at 2:30. I'm just gonna like talk through what I'm thinking right now. 2:30 was the time of death, and this thing here, right, says that the path was blocked between 2:15 and 4, which means that even if they had their break at 2:30, from the trailer they could not have gone to the crime scene. So I think that it didn't happen from someone who is in the trailer, but someone who's saying that I was in the trailer was actually not in the trailer. That's what I think it is. So the answer here is it's not from the trailer, but it's one of the people who say that they were at the trailer, but they weren't actually there because they couldn't have possibly gone past the blocked path. So I'm gonna say no. And go from there. I saved. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Ha, I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again, but I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. Oh, what do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. At at around 2:15. A strong gust of wind knocked off the studio's mascot head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. I still don't think it's wind. I think that someone or whoever went towards the murder cut off the head to make it look like the people who were in the trailer couldn't have done it. So yeah, the people in the trailer couldn't have done it, but there's someone there that wasn't actually there and they're claiming to have been in the trailer, so I'm thinking. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. That's what I'm saying! Why is no one talking about that? Strong wind. I believe we have seen enough evidence. Ergo, no, I'm joking. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. What? Bought them food? Then why isn't there a pic? That's also true. But remember, she said that she deletes every picture that looks normal. So maybe that looked normal. God, okay, swag. Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Yes, if they were actually in the trailer. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. And now the kid's gonna come in. Oh gosh. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Yeah, it's just being ignored at this point. I'm not sure why. Oh no. We indeed have a decisive evidence witness. The kid! No! My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned. Oh no 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 no. No 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 no. What do we do now, Mia? Everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do we have? Yeah, like he's probably going to be the one to say it wasn't the Steel Samurai as we know him or something. Hiya, Gabrielle. Don't get me wrong, I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. People in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I guess I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? Kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. He's 7, by the way, 7. Court is back in session with the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution has a concern. Witness is a grade scholar of tender years, and this is a murder case. We worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Aww. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. Prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. He's not even going to be able to look over, right? Excellent. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. God, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Oh. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just because you're all grown up, don't mean you can push me around? Somewhat cares. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. Yes, he likes Mia. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present. You were at Global Studios on the day of the incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you the Gramps with the beard over there? And the beard over there? Just Mr. Edgeworth, I prefer bearded gentlemen. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. No, because he's probably got really important photos as evidence. But no one's checking his damn camera. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it and all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if you had that camera on the day of the murder. Nah, that's too much of a plot twist. You'd better make her notes in the court record. Any digital camera, Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you said on the day of the incident. Here we go. I wanted to see a Still Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. I need to know the time. When I came out by the studio, there was a Still Samurai. Totally rocked, like right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, Still Samurai took him down. How? Out came the bad guy? If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. How did you see Studio 1 from outside? What the heck? Did the murder happen in Studio 1? Or outside? Oh my god. Whoa. 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 Too much going on. We have a lot of questions. Because maybe his body was just dragged to Studio 1 afterwards. Hiya, hiya, hiya. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. There's a lot, so I'm probably not going to press everything. But I want to press what is important. Aw. You really like the Still Samurai, huh? Yeah, it is very interesting. Of course I do. I've taped every show, and I got to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. Found him up on the internet. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on rehearsal day, and that security lady's always yelling. Right, please continue. Chill, Pops. I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady couldn't catch me. Off the path? Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there. If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. Which means the people in the trailer could have gone off the path too, right? I see. Anyhow, I was going for the studio. Alright, fine, I'll press everything. Did nothing unusual happen on the way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. We need to know the time. So you went straight to the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods? Yeah. I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was a Still Samurai. Still Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gates. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? Totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy. A person. Kinda tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kind of far away. Huh. He's been awfully vague. Of course the Steel Samurai took him down. How? What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Gosh, there's so much going on here. Yeah, I think it's the lady from the trailer as well. Yeah, that's my verdict, but we'll have to wait and see. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killer freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember he's a child. Use gentle words but be firm. Easy for you to say. Okay. He didn't have his camera yet. Always carries it. Done. I think so anyway. I'm gonna save the game. He definitely took a picture. Yes! Cody! What you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Do you think someone took his camera from him? That would be weird. Like, before he could go in. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. So you think he took a picture and is hiding it? Yeah. Was I putting too much pressure on him? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean a poor prosecuting attorney? Because you always lie. You always lie as you try to cover stuff up and you make fake evidence. Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? I'd like to see the photos, please. So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court what you were busy watching. What I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. And Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. Steel Samurai rules. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright? Damn it. That was very brief. We need to figure out if the murder actually happened in Studio 1 or outside Studio 1. Yeah, I had my camera with me. So why didn't you use it? Alright, Painty, I'll see you later. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once? No. Okay, can you tell us exactly what happened? Yeah, I'm getting to that. Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! So the bad guy attacked him first. Yeah! What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you a person, he was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. What happened next? The bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With the samurai kick and the samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. Being very vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Cody, Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? Witness has stated he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fights. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order, order. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I don't know. I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. Oof. This boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? He couldn't watch it. He was watching something else. Show evidence. Probably something else caught his eye. That's what I think. That's what I think. Then what if he says, what was he watching? I don't know. He missed the climax of the fight because he was looking at something else. Probably. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Oh, come on, think of something. Think of something. Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, I didn't lose health for that. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. He couldn't watch it. Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? Hey, Reeboks! Good to see you! Oh gosh, what time is it for you, man? Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. I'm so lucky I'm not losing health here. Ah, it's not bad then, is it? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. I have to show evidence? Oh gosh, okay, hang on. Okay. You know what, I actually think it might be the sleeping pills. But that doesn't really make sense because... How? Because how? I think it might be the sleeping pills, but we're gonna have to just see. Have you played Ace Attorney before? Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Oh gosh. Look away. Okay, that's not looking away, that's sleeping. It might be this, because he wanted to capture a picture and he doesn't really know how to use it properly yet, so he was looking down at his camera. That makes more sense than the sleeping pills. Sleeping pills are literally asleep. This makes more sense, but we're gonna have to say. Never played these games? Oh, I definitely recommend it. Very fun. Please. Yes. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realise there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody? There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture, but having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. You missed the climax of the fight, correct? Oh, bless. Yeah. Well, Phoenix? I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. That's sad, he's only 7. He's only 7. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yep. Anything strange in that testimony? Whoop! I'm not sure. I'd like to proceed with cross-examination. You're right, Pops. Pops? Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky head geezer. Geezer? I'm Mr. Edgeworth and I guess I'm the bearded gentleman. That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious. Okay. Off with the kid gloves. Testify. Witness. Testify. Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. That's so interesting because from what we thought it was, we just thought it was one stab and that's it, but actually a fight happens. It's very important information. So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? Well, I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely? So I held up my camera to take a picture. I think we might have to present the picture on the second one, but we'll see. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wasn't open in time. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened, yep. That's all? Yeah? I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Let's press him. Nah, I definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody, listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey, bullseye. How did you know? Kids. I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow, this feels great. Yeah. I spy a safety save. Heck yeah, all the time. I'm not going through these again. How you doing, Cruz? Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix, find out what the kid's all about. Okay, so I think it's this part. No. Okay, hold on. Oh gosh, time to think. Again. Why couldn't you take the picture? My new camera has too many buttons. Oh, it's not that one. The lens wouldn't open in time. You erased them. Yeah. Why would I want to keep a picture like that? Okay. I think that might be because the Steel Samurai doesn't look like the Steel Samurai from the picture. If you look at his legs, he's limping and stuff, so maybe the kid isn't interested. Hi Cargos, how you doing? The fact that this kid is allowed to have a sword in the courtroom is fake. It's plastic. I honestly... He was moving a little strange. This, it has to be this. It has to be that. It has to be that. It has to be this. Oh. It has to be this, man. Please, please. Oh my god. No! No! The statement contradicts this evidence. No, it doesn't. But why? But why? No. Flip you, man. Oh, because he took a few shots. So he took some shots afterwards, but then he erased them.
So where's that picture?
Which one? This one? That's the security camera picture. It's gone off to Cody. Huh. He erased them, yet he's got a book that he keeps with every victory scene of the Steel Samurai? I mean, that makes sense, you know? Okay, I guess. You know, why would he erase it if it's still a victory scene? It makes sense. Come on, please. Objection! Hell yeah! Objection! Hell yeah! But every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Oh, a lot happened, Painty. We are questioning the kid. And he did take a picture during the murder, basically, but he missed the critical moment. Yeah. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wisdom! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? What exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Because he knows it wasn't the Steel Samurai as we know him. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? Well. The Steel Samurai has just defeated his adversary. I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my points. What the flip was that? Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. I'm not thinking anything. I'm thinking either the picture's already in the album. Okay, that. Or because he realised that it's not the Steel Samurai, he didn't care about the picture. One or that. One or the other. One or that. Who, the kid? No. That's too small. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is, Mr. Wright. Please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Oh, okay, there isn't. Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? Blurry, by mistake, Steel Samurai didn't win. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Makes sense, it makes sense. Exactly! Best Schweitzer, hi, good to see you. Exactly, guys, exactly. I can't think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted these photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his own words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. He's in denial. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order. I will have order. Witness. I mean, Cody. Is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Aw, guys, he's only 7 years old. And he's standing on a box so that we can see his face. Oh no! Cody. That day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Wow, okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Wow. The flip. So what happened? Interesting. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Unless, because it's all costumes, right? So if the victim was in the Steel Samurai costume, then, you know, you could kill the Steel Samurai and then just take the costume off. And there we go, the victim's dead. The heck, man. Yet according to your witness testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Possibly. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. Here comes the plot twist. An error? What's this all about? Hammer was the victim, Steel Samurai was the victim, there was no victim. Okay, I need to save. Because Hammer was the victim, Hammer's dead. Hammer is dead. Okay, so Hammer is the victim. I think that's correct. But he was in the costume of the Steel Samurai, that's what I think it is. So if it's Steel Samurai was the victim, that's going to be annoying because that's not necessarily true. Because Hammer is still the victim. No victim is false because someone died. Hammer was the victim makes sense, guys. I mean, if it's Steel Samurai was the victim, then they're putting too much importance into the costume. I don't know how to feel about that. Quite simply, the victim was Jack Hammer. I'm done. We all know that, right? Perhaps you'd like to reconsider your last statement? Yeah, keep going. No! No! First you're right, now you're wrong. Which is it? Flip. Look, I'm sure there's something we're overlooking. If you're so sure, then tell us what it is. That's annoying because it still is Hammer, but just in Steel Samurai. I'm sorry, I'm not taking that L. I'm not taking that L.
You literally just said what everyone knows, right? Like,
yeah, but I'm not taking that L. It's not fair, no. I saved right before, right? I swear I did.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not taking that L, guys.
Why though?
No,
you said what everyone
because I thought then he was going to be smart enough to say yes and he was in the costume.
Well, then just say it's the person in the costume.
Jeez.
You're trying to prove that the person in the costume was him.
Annoying. Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. That's what I think too. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Cool. Steel Samurai in this photograph? You're saying the man in the costume was the victim, Jack Hammer. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus he obviously knew about Will Powell's foot injury. Wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. Remember that Miss Oldbag, what she said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the gas station at 1. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got to the gas station. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to the Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But the motive, that doesn't make sense. Like, why? Like, we haven't got the why yet. Why would a victim do such a thing? I don't know. Excellent, isn't it? I don't know. I get it! I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick. No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now. Oh. Here, this is it. That's a 2! That's a 2, not a 1. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? My opinion? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this photo looks like it's the proof we need. Okay, this doesn't look like it's the proof. Wait. Mia? What? Look at that photo once more. St. Phoenix, that photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. Don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. Glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Find the inconsistency. Find the inconsistency. Inconsistency. Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Yes, well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1. Your Honor, correct? Yes. I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. Oh gosh. Don't really have an explanation though. I'll use the studio guide map. Body was found here in Studio 1. Yeah, the body was moved. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Studio 2. Wow! Here at Studio 2. I see, that would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. Trailer is there, the path was blocked, no filming is done there. The trailer is there. The trailer is there. But the path was blocked is also interesting, but I guess the times don't go 2:15. 2. This was taken at 2, you couldn't have won. I guess the trailer was there. This is the second photo. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Sal Manella and Miss Divask were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Order. Defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldback saw was the victim, Jack Hammer. Jack Hammer for some reason stole the Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Uh-oh. Jack Hammer is the victim. Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did it to cover up the details of his own murder? No, I think he was out to kill someone and wanted to pin it on the Steel Samurai. But got killed himself, probably. Well, no, of course not. Self-defense from the actual victim. Or do you have a proof? Give me proof that the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume. I have proof, I don't have proof. I have proof, okay, and I think it's the sleeping pills, okay. I think it's the sleeping pills. Huh? It sounds right. Yes. I have proof. You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right though. Here's my proof. This is it! An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area, the same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Whoop! Powers' blood? How long does pill stay inside? Oh gosh, I don't know. Fingerprints. I don't think it stays in your blood that long. And Hammer's body, I think it's the fingerprint. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. Hey, what you saying, Edgeworth, though? What you saying, Edgeworth, though? And this is where it all goes haywire if someone wears gloves. Do you realise, though? Like, it's crazy. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for... No! Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. Are you telling me I have to go back to the studios? Steel Samurai, seen by Miss Oldbag, may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai's costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. It's a lot of homework. True. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Why though? Why? Very well, court is adjourned. Oh my god. Damn. Oh yeah, she's definitely gonna testify for the next trial. That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting? I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh, of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right. Thanks. Damn! Damn! Let's go. Painty! Channel points. Cat ears. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Oh, Maya's back. So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? The new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. Under that system, trials have to end in 3 days. Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is. What? Maya was Maya always this excitable? I mean, she missed the whole thing though. You can't blame her. You can't blame her. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. No, I think... Okay, this is what I think, right? So if you remember in Studio 2, there's a gate that was like... Do you remember there's like a sharp point on the gate that had moved, right? I think someone pushed him onto that sharp gate, and that's where the pierce comes from. So the murder weapon isn't actually the spear. That's what I think. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. Yes, exactly! Exactly, Painty! I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Fackway? I wish I knew how to say her name properly. It's getting on my nerves. Can I? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. I don't know. It probably can. Probably is sharp. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. No. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Why are we not questioning the rumors? Wow. Wow, what a game. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor, straight to video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Still Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manila. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel of Still Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. Ooh. 5 years ago? Regarding the murder weapon, yeah? Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think an average person would be able to swing it around effectively. And that's a spear broke or something during the morning run through? Yes. I broke the spear. Security lady fixed it. With duct tape, we heard. Okay, I don't think there's anything else. Here's the picture again. It's really Jack Hammer inside that suit. He's the only one who it could have been. But why would he... Yeah, why? You're the media. Why don't you summon up Mr. Hammer's spirit and ask him yourself? Give me about 3 more years. Look at us, 2 novices. Could be because he was trying to... I don't know, man. Vasquez probably had some sort of like blackmailing him or something, so he tried to kill Vasquez. And in self-defense, Vasquez then pushed him onto the gate.
Could it be somebody else still?
What do you mean? Oh, this is definitely Jack Hammer, the victim. Based on everything that's happened so far, it's him. Yeah.
Because I feel like anybody who can't fit in the suit would also drag the leg, right?
Yeah, but it couldn't have been anyone else based on what happened with the sleeping pills and stuff.
Literally could be anyone in the trailer, they said. Or
Yeah, that could be anyone in the trailer. Could be the murderer. Yeah, there were a lot of people actually. That's true. Remember, there were bigwigs. Do you remember? But for some reason, though, they're thinking it's either Vasquez or the producer or the director. Though imagine it was in self-defense. But can you imagine if it was in self-defense? The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think her guard's down. Yeah, I bet we could even eat these donuts in the gas station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Huh, she's alive.
In 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. For the bath. Yeah. Yeah. Theory of defense is very interesting though. What if it's the case, right? So still Samurai came in, wanted to kill Vasquez because Vasquez basically ruined his career. And Vasquez pushed him onto the fence. And then they moved the body to Studio 1. But look, we've got so much to see, so much to find out. Oh, the studio bigwigs, love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Oh, look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about the director, Sal? He's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? It doesn't make sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he would sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. That's why he stole the costume. There you go. I still think the monkey was broken when the car in Studio 2. Maybe the body was transported to Studio 1 with it. Maybe. Or they went through the woods. There's always that possibility. I don't know why people keep ignoring that one. Costume is still missing. Yes. Facts. It looks like it's been turned off for the day. Okay. Looks like a studio van, probably used it to carry around equipment. Okay. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Hey, Foxy! It's going well, thank you. How are you? We are coming towards the end of case 3. Very exciting. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right, but why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Probably not. But, you know. Just examine this head again. Apparently his name is Mr. Monkey. I still don't believe that the wind did this to the statue. It's a bit weird, but okay. Here she is. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? You think it's the car? Well, what do you mean? Do you think the costume's in the car? Just drawing, never played this game, but a lot of people say it's awesome. It is! It is! Also, I'm excited to see your artwork. You're going to be posting on Instagram. Vasquez, hello. Ah, of course, there's an incinerator. Damn. Hello. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Or if she comes to court, she will have to talk. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh dear. Yeah, the birds are very surround sound. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Oh dear. She's not even looking. Why are you showing that to me, Nick? Right. Incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Come on. Think, think, think. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it should run fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. I've already read this. Yes, yes, yes. Right, let's have a look at the food. This is where Salmonella and D. Vasquez ate. Nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. Something wrong? I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say that I do. Here it is, guys. Here it is. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Come on. Say something more about the fence, damn it. These look like materials for making a movie set. If it is the fence, we'll come back to it later. We just need to obviously get more clues and stuff before we can get there. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. The trailer door is unlocked. Alrighty. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high when getting that rare card she needed. Or she cleared up one important thing and then was gone. Nothing in here. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. I really don't think there's anything here. Looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. Okay, yeah, honestly. Right, let's go back to... Hold it! Yashia, hello! Hello, hello. Good to see you. Have you played this game before? We are investigating before we go to court. Okay, so we're gonna go to the employee area. We'll definitely see someone here. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. She brought the food to Studio 2. Maybe she killed the samurai and burned the costume while they were in the trailer the whole time. Possibly. No, never? Oh, you definitely should. It's super fun. Do you still think it's the girl? I think it's Vasquez. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah! No, no, no. No touching. Whose side are you on, Gumshoe? Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. Dramatic? Oh my god. The butler did it? No! There's no button in this case. Otherwise, yes, the butler did it. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique? Indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change colour. Hello, Junior, how you doing? It was Gumshoe, look at that guilty face. Oh no, small smoke. Are you sure? I think Gumshoe's innocent. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed colour, alright? So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Found the employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. Ooh. I'm good, thank you. Very excited about this case coming to an end. The investigation, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Okay. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, I hate to admit it. I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How's Edgeworth doing anyway? He's out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Oh, can you imagine the angle? Whoa, talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. That means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. Okay, so he put him to sleep so that he could steal the costume. Alright, let's have a look around. Great, still lying here. Ah, seen the wisdom at last. They know if they fixed it again, we'll just kick it off. Poor assistant. Poor assistant. The grate that I used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit. Okay, so I've read this text before. Nothing interesting here. Read this text. Yep. It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Okay, nothing interesting. Let's have a look at the remains of the employees' lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. T-bone, the plates minus the steak. Okay. Nothing interesting. Dressing room is frosted. Okay. Yep. Okay, so nothing new here. Okay, let's get going. Wait, actually, before we do that, just move. Present. It's looking like Will Powers was drugged. I'm going to go back to the precinct to do some more detailed tests. You're being very free with your information today, Detective. Yeah, normally he likes to hide it from us. Well, don't go telling anyone this, pal. But I was kind of impressed at today's trial, too. Most lawyers would have given up after that director's testimony. I think if it had been anyone but you up there, Powers would be done for by now. Oh, hello! Miss Not So Innocent, maybe. I think she's covering the murder. I think she knows Vasquez did it, but she has to cover for it. Painty, you think she did it? Yeah, okay. Okay. She could have now, especially since the person who did it isn't the one that was in the costume. Then it could be her. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. She's the butler, she did it. What? No! Yeah, she needs to come to the stand. Has she hasn't testified yet, has she? Oh gosh. Why? Why? It's because she looks innocent, that's why, damn it. Okay, look here again. Box of snacks, give to the employees. It's completely empty. Okay. Powers bag. I put all of WP's personal belongings in there. He'll be able to come pick them up, right? I'm sure he'll come, yes. Okay. There's an array of cosmetics here. This is the wig using Samurai Boogie Woogie. Yep. Got some regular clothes. His own clothes, bed. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Oh, sorry, I haven't cleaned up there yet. It's locked. I guess he doesn't open the window much. Kind of dusty outside. Interesting. What's that? An empty bottle of sleeping pills? With Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it? Oh, sorry, wrong person. Now I'm really confused. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what that is. Sorry, not sure what that is. Okay. Interesting. So, this photo was Mr. Hammer all along? It seems that way. Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Yeah, good question. Okay, I don't think there's anything else. Wait, actually, I always forget. Wait, you can't present. Okay, never mind. Okay, we have to keep looking around because I'm not sure where to go. But I think we can go back to the detention center. Okay, we have to look everywhere one by one now. Because I'm not sure where to go. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai's costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. It's sad because when she's Mia, she's not actually present. So she missed the whole trial. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. Director told that the assistant brought them food is a huge clue. True. No, I haven't noticed anything. Right, maybe we should go talk to WP. Okay, let's do that. Right, I've talked to him. Let's just show everything. Okay. Here's that picture again. I've talked to him with that. If I'm skipping that just means I've already been through it. This is a great case. Regarding the murder weapon, it's heavy. Yes. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? I've never seen these Steel Samurais in my life. These are the Steel Samurais that appear at live shows. The fanboy collected all these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know. How about the sleeping pills? Oh, come on. Really? Okay, so we're done here. There's really nothing else to do here. So studio main gate. If there's anything to examine, talk to her. Present sleeping pills. Food. Damn you. Camera. Book. Monkey head. Spear. Wow. Okay. Was too heavy to wield, makes the fence even more suspicious. Oh yeah, I think it was the fence. Miss Oldbag, what? Get that filth out of my sight, and you're claiming that's Paul Hammer in there? Oh yes. That one as well. Okay, there's nothing to show her. Okay, we're gonna go back to Studio 1. Anything to examine? Let's look at the camera again. If it was used, plus it was broken, so if it was used, the point would be stuck. They could have easily taken it back out. I really don't think there's anything to do here. And just to Studio 1. Don't have the card key anymore, can't go in. Studio 2 is down that way. Studio 2, the real scene of the crime. Say, Nick, how did you figure that out again? Well, actually, it's a long story. I'll tell you another time. Aw, just say the kid took a picture. How sad. Ah, true. Okay, interesting. I don't know. Oh, the sleeping pills, the food, surely. Oh, you're kidding me. She doesn't care. I'm just gonna have to go one by one. The camera? Yeah, we'll get there. God damn it, Vasquez. Gonna ask you to testify. Okay, there's literally nothing to show her. Wow. Wow, wow. Huh, am I missing something here? This is where they had the meeting. There are documents and papers, cups scattered around. Oh my god, I've read this poster so many times, I really don't want to read it again. Oh gosh. But you have to do everything. Sometimes it triggers stuff in the game, you know? Yeah. The glass is frosted, I can't see outside. Dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Winter's coming! Winter is coming! Oh, interesting. Where do I go? Examine the 2? There's a big 2 painted here. So this is the number in Cody's photograph. And to think if he hadn't brought that photograph in. Don't get all teary-eyed yet. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, that could have triggered something. There are 4 cups. I mean, it didn't trigger anything when I examined it. But yes, you are right. Okay. Nothing to do here. I'm bushed. Maybe I'll sit down for a bit. Reddit. How about the woods? Nothing about the woods, really? The main entrance. Probably have a police officer on patrol out there. Probably. I don't know where to go. Must be something else here. Sign on the dressing room. The door. This. No, I really can't think of anything right now. I keep pressing it. Gumshoe! Come on! Please! Oh. Go then! Yes, yes, he was very impressed. Don't know how I can apologise to Mr. Edgeworth. It must be tough being a detective with all the responsibility. Oh, haha, blush. Yes, blush indeed, okay. What now? Okay, so first time since playing Ace Attorney, I'm like stuck on where to go. Obviously, you know, I don't feel like, have I checked everywhere? I think I have. But I'm missing something, but what? Case 1 and 2 were fairly, you know, easy compared to this one. I don't think there's anything I haven't checked. Hello. Always have mirrors. It has to be her. Oh my god, I didn't talk to her, guys. Guys, I didn't talk to her. What a dum-dum. I was wondering if I could ask about Mr. Hammer. Yeah? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. Oh, sure. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. You need blackmail. He'd do anything, she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. Yo, Lenny, how's it going? About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrants. No. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all that's ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah, I think the evidence rather than words is called for here. Take a look at this. Oh, this probably. And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. What? That was easy. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Throw the book at her. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. That's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. It was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her, if she'll talk. Hey, guys, we're actually getting somewhere. Thanks for the host, Lenny. Alright, let's go talk to Oldbag. What? You still slinking around? If you like this place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Why do you think Global Studios made it today? Who do you think made it today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Hell no. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Nichols? Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Dreading up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? Do you think the gate might have to do with the past, though? I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers, and you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Well, darling, maybe. Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume. Sorry, Miss Olga, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? Wow, this woman. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone for steak lunch, correct? Well, yes. This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. Of course she does. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. Photograph? Whoa, whoa! Hey! Okay. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy at the top of the stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did she get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel that much like talking about it. I understand. Yes! We have a new evidence! Oh my god, let's have a look at that photo again. Ooh! There's Vasquez. There's the trailer. There's Jack Hammer, and there's the victim. Okay. We were right with the fence, yes. Interesting. Well, let me just present that photo to her again. Poor old Hammer. He was a big star, the biggest. Accident 5 years ago is what did him in. He wanted to hide it. He didn't want anyone to know. Poor silly old Hammer. If he had just come out and confessed, then Vasquez wouldn't have gotten her claws into him. Okay, now we just show the photo to the woman and she's gonna freak out. So that's the next step. Because she's not talking about anything, but she'll definitely talk when she sees that photo. Yo, guess what I'm about to show you? What? Where? What? Where'd you get that? Well, old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. I understand that Phoenix Wright obviously has to do some investigation and stuff. I think he's brave because so many times, like, I don't know, man, he could just get killed. Like, it's a bit weird. Like, we're literally going inside a trailer, not telling anyone. You came. Well then. No, I think Hammer tried to kill... Yeah, he's a lawyer, exactly. I think Hammer tried to kill Vasquez because he's just like, enough is enough. And probably... I don't know what happened after that. I don't know. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden, Miss Vasquez? You were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids show for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident? Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No, no way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Oh, she's sweating. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Huh. Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She dumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises too. That's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. No! No! Give it to me. Now. No! What? This is valuable evidence. Boys? Shush. Shush! I said he's brave. He's going into the trailer with her. I said he's brave. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? Trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt. No? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Stop it! Stop it! No way! Reminds me of a certain Piper Perry scene. Boys, erase away. No! Yes, 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 yes. Gumshoe, 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 gumshoe. Hold it right there. Hold it. I had everything, pal. D. Vasquez. You're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Wow, I love the power Gumshoe has. Heck yeah. Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Oh. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. That was insane. I've got goosebumps. I've got goosebumps. Wow. Wowie. Wow. Okay. Do I need a break? I don't know. No, I'm good. I'm good. We could go for like a 2-minute break just on Be Right Back. So I'll see you guys in like 2 minutes. Alrighty, we are back. We are back. Final day trial. Let's go. October 20, 10 a.m. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready. Today will be the final day of this trial. Hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edworth. Your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. It claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. In their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. He's a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? I just want to quickly see if I've still got that photo. She took... Oh, okay. Oof. Wait. Oh, they get rid of evidence that you won't need. What's gone? Interesting, because I'm pretty sure something's gone because... No, maybe they just moved around. They moved around. Okay. Yes, we've still got the photo. Ah, so you think she did this? And he had to stay quiet or something. Interesting. Anyway. Name and occupation. D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer. In Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right, if she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Here we go, guys. Entered the trailer a little before noon. Meeting began at 12, sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30 we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. Yeah, because the body was found in Studio 1, but that doesn't mean that he was killed there. He was killed in Studio 2. That's all. Alright, definitely need to cross-examine this. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. The van. There's the van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk. What, with that monkey's head toppling over? Manella used this van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. Oh, I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Hold it! By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 sharp. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. Same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Yo! Please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. At 2:30 we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Whoops. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks at the table in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed the murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak, what the heck? Wait. Interesting. This is interesting. Well, Nick, find anything? Kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction she said somewhere. Let's have a look at that steak thing again. How on earth can we prove that she didn't eat the steak? Yeah, right. Wait, if the steak was taken from the employee area... But there was a monkey's head covering the path. Yeah, the monkey was in the way. The monkey was in the way. There's no way that the steaks could have gotten there at that time, right? I think so. After the meeting, the monkey was in the way, so no car. I think it's the monkey's head. I think. No. Maybe it's the wrong statement to object to. That statement contradicts this evidence. No, it does not. It's okay, guys. I saved. You mean this one? You think she went with the van already before and hit the monkey? I don't know what you mean. The thing is, it blocked the path from 2:15 to 4. So if the meeting finished at 4, they could have gone past. I don't know either what I'm talking about sometimes. Don't worry. It's all theories with this game. Gosh, I really don't know.
Did you press it?
Yeah, I pressed everything, yeah.
What is it? Wishes in-
Entered the trailer a little before noon. That's fine. Meeting began at 12, ended at 4. Went to Studio 1 after 4. Petite, so I had Sal take me. It's weird. That's weird. 2:30, we took a 15-minute break. No, the monkey was there until 4, so it was gone after 4. Chat, if you have any ideas, you're welcome to like drop them in chat. I was fatigued. Ugh. This was in the employee area though, like it's got nothing to do with the
So
steak.
if she ate it when she fell asleep.
Yeah,
So
but
did
but
he-
but this is a specific one though. Yeah, but this is a specific one. It's not that all the food had sleeping
what did
pills.
say you have to do?
Contradiction. Just find a contradiction.
Maybe it was on the
Yeah, proving that she couldn't have eaten it.
because she didn't fall asleep, I guess.
Do you think so? But that doesn't make sense. That wouldn't make sense. If it is that, it doesn't really make sense because the falling asleep thing is all in the employee area to make one person fall asleep. Unless there were more than... Unless the sleeping pill was used on more than one steak, but why? Like how? I mean, you're probably right,
It seems like you have to if
but
you
it doesn't make
fall
sense.
asleep.
Okay.
Because I'm guessing the pills were put into the whole steak, not into like parts of it. Like while it was being cooked, it was put into the whole steak.
Okay,
And
that's
why she
interesting.
didn't eat it because she knew it was in there.
Yeah, that's interesting actually. Wow. Oh, great haircut. Looks nice. Okay, guys, we found the answer, but I'm not going to continue with 2 lies lost.
So yeah, you were
That doesn't
thinking
make
of it as
sense.
the pills were
I
just
was
in
thinking
one.
of it as the pills in one plate, but if you're saying...
But the evidence says specifically that even this plate has pills in it. So basically.
But this
every
plate was the one in the employee area.
Yeah.
Specifically. She wasn't... No, she's in Studio 2. Anyway.
But didn't they also have a meal outside of Studio 2 on the table?
Yeah, but no one put sleeping pills in those.
If it's put into a steak and the steak's going everywhere, it's going to go everywhere. And some people notice it, some people don't. So she didn't eat because she knew it had sleeping pills, I guess.
Alright. So, Smashbound is saying that we know that she didn't eat it because she would have fallen asleep. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. I still don't get it. What the flip? Miss Vasquez, tell me how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too? You ate a boneless steak, you didn't eat the steak. So is it 2 or 3?
Well, you were trying to prove she didn't eat the steak in the first place.
Oh gosh. My goodness.
You're just reiterating yourself.
As you should. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. Ah. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting Still Samurai, picking... Meeting Still Samurai. Because it can. She was meeting with the Still Samurai. It could still be for the costume. Okay, she didn't eat the steak. Got it. Got it. Yes, Your Honor. Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak. She ran into the Still Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? Oh, I think she did. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he says. You say I did it. Where is your proof? Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well, let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. Well done. No, but you got the steak. You got the steak part. I just didn't know where to present the evidence, and I think I was just thinking too much, like, very inside the box. I was thinking, okay, the steak's only in the employee area, and the other ones that went to Studio 2 wasn't that specific steak, but it doesn't make sense, I guess. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yeah? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I think you could. You couldn't. Could you? I don't know. I think it's the second one because I don't think the murder weapon is actually... I honestly think he died on one of the gates. I don't think it's the murder weapon. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha, you see? Yes, however, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. And? I prove, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. You're right. You're right. The duct tape is still in place. The duct tape I can't save right now. I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? Someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now, tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? He's on his way. Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon? Yes! Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer, standing at the top of the stairs. Order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept studio secret. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Oh boy. Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss Steve Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. You think so? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? I don't think...
5 years ago, like while acting or whatever, he did it by accident.
I don't think it's got anything to do with revenge on what happened 5 years ago. I think that because she is aware that that could kill, then she just went for it. It's only got to blackmail. There's some stuff going on behind the scenes. Yeah, because she was blackmailing him, but maybe actually it was the other way around. I don't know. Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake... Why would she wait 5 years? Let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And it's the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1? There's a van, darling. Shut up. And returned to the trailer all in the space of 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She couldn't have dealt with it. I bet she could move it. She had another way.
Oh. What, so she wore the costume herself and walked them? That's why the pictures of a limping leg?
No.
No?
No.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
No, the limping leg went to Studio 2. That's who... That was Jack Hammer. You did try it. What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands? For instance, actually for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. You carried the body to Studio 1 and you used the studio van to do it. Yeah, but they said they went another way.
Oh,
yeah. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. She's, why would you give that away in your first testimony, right? That's why she talked about the wind. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before anyone else could get there, you put the body into the magistrate's costume. Hold on, Mr. Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? I don't know what that means. I need to check. You think it means he was in on it? I still want to check though.
I'm guessing he wasn't in the stroke.
A person who takes part in a conspiracy. So part of the plan. So he didn't know the body was in there.
Yeah,
Of course he wasn't. Ha. So without Mr. Manella noticing anything, she put the body in the van, then managed to put the body into the costume? Are you seriously suggesting that is possible? Of course I'm not serious. I was kidding to lighten up the proceedings. Lighten? You can't just lighten up a murder. Ooh. Why did we think he was innocent, guys? Why did we think he was innocent? Why am I listening to you guys? Okay. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai's costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win. What happens next? Don't you have anything to say?
He heard me.
What would you like me to say? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean, Di Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer?
Oh no, not this one.
Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did, Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts. Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. Ugh, what do I do now? You did it, Vasquez. Testify again. No further questions. Vasquez, you did it. That wasn't a question. Did you do it? No. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I'm not sure that question helps the court. Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Know when to give up. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. Waste of time. Damn. Damn. Come so far, only to fail. As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of Miss... Oh, God. Yes, whoa! Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Gotta love Edgeworth. Okay. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see. Would we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes? Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court. Yes, Edgeworth! Yes, Edgeworth! Huh. Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realised she did it too. Wow! But wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict after all that? Edgeworth. Maybe he's also a fan of the Steel Samurai. Like, maybe he's also a fan of Hammer. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it! Looks like it, yeah. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
Didn't you find the script
I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now. If you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key. Yeah, but I don't think that's going to do with it.
She said she got a script.
Yeah, but which script? It doesn't matter. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. I mean, it's not any of the proof, so.
Oh, you're talking about something else.
The security lady when we found the body. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal. So I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies in costumes, mind you. Press harder back off. I think she changed the costume in the van. Or the other employees when you got to the studio. They weren't there yet. Well, you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. The witness will continue her testimony. Assistant was there too. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember. Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? Other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Huh. Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his Steel Samurai costume, Powers didn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well. What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then silence, dead silence. Silence. Nick? Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Security lady Oldbag was quite agitated. Oldbag, the security lady? Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's words? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. Photograph meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second, I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Yeah, I guess. Very well. Please continue. Raw! Edgeworth objected! Edgeworth objected! What's weird?
She said she didn't take her script because there was a murder. How did she know it was a murder before she got there?
Objection.
What the hell?
Objection. I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Edgeworth is on our side. This is the best feeling. Yeah, you might be right about the script thing because we had to bring the script from Studio 1 over to Studio 2. But I don't have proof of that. Huh? Think! Miss Vasquez says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know the murder before going to Studio 1. Edgeworth! Yo! I don't know, man. Yeah, Phoenix should have got that. Mr. Edgeworth? What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Are you thinking of a career change to defend? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he doesn't like her. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammers was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal, he told me. Sal, the director? Have to find something to peg this on her here. Or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. Yeah, because he can't, like, he can't go further than that, I don't think. I have no idea. I went back to the trailer. At what time? Wait, wasn't there the monkey heads? This is hard, man. Script on your direction notes, yes. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression they wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Gosh, I love this. We have to go for it every time, and it's probably not this, you know. Lizard! Thank you for the follow! Alright, I've already read through this, that's why I'm skipping. Now we're just trying to figure out where the contradiction lies. Galactic, thank you for the follow also. Welcome. Do you have an explanation? I was injured and I couldn't do any behind the scenes, so I left behind. Gosh. Yes, but Sal was actually there, so he could have told her. Traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. After the meeting in the trailer, I don't know. Anyone in chat, if you have any ideas, feel free to let me know. Dragging one leg. I guess maybe this. I don't know. I'm gonna guess at this point. I've pressed everything. Only Powers was absent. We just saw an old bank security lady when we found the body. Immediately called the police. Security lady is there. Asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went to the trailer to get my script. It has to be this. I'm gonna save. Time to try some things that I think, like, you know, best guess kind of thing. Whoa! Thank you so much for that raid, Galactic. Thank you. Welcome, guys. Hi, Vu. Hello, Bri. Astro, hi. 24-hour complete. You did a 24-hour stream. That is awesome. What game were you playing? Was it Ace Attorney by any chance? Or are you an Ace Attorney fan? Hello, Jet Black, Pro Sneasel. Hi, John, Denny, Gamma, Imagine, Sega, Zidane, Chaos. Hello, welcome. Bri, thank you so much for the follow. 4th Gen, yo! It's good to see you. 24-hour stream with you. Oh, Pokemon! Nice! That's good. Wasn't Powers injured and not Hammer? Yes, that is true. Did you get my script? I knew that Hammer was injured. You know what? Thank you. I did not notice that. So we have to show the picture then, right? This. Powers question mark. Gosh, you guys came at such an interesting time. This is the final day trial. So we've done all the investigating, we've got all the evidence, and now we need to pin it all on her. But I saved the game just in case. Pokemon and then Mario Party 3D World. Nice! Anyone from my stream, please do go check out 4th Gen and Galactic. Galactic, I'll definitely be checking out your channel after the stream. Thank you so much. 4th Gen, I know your channel. I know you're a cool guy. Definitely check him out, guys. 24 hours complete. Yes, yes. Okay, I think it's the photo. Yes! Yes, guys. Let's go. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? We got this. We got this. This is case 3, by the way, from the first Ace Attorney game. Explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it. It was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you heard Mr. Manella wrong. You saw Hammer limping. I guess... I don't think she heard him wrong. That sounds wrong, but we're gonna save anyway, because, you know, that's what we do. That's what we do. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. For everyone new here, hi, I'm Musican VG. I play lots of Nintendo games. I am basically a Nintendo Switch streamer. Looking forward to playing Pokemon Snap when that comes out, of course. Ace Attorney is my main game that I'm playing at the moment, and I play Mario Kart every Wednesdays and Fridays, which you're welcome to join. Of course, of course, of course. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, when does New Snap come out? End of this month! It's coming to the Nintendo Switch, so exciting. You sure it wasn't Gumshoe? Positive. If anything, Gumshoe saved us from dying. You missed that. It was epic. I know, it's very exciting. Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah, and when was he doing this? Well, it would have had to be after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Go Edgeworth! Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Wow.
So she killed the wrong person, basically.
Looks like it, which is very odd. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Because they don't want to get time for doing murder. Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. 5 years ago. Why would she have wanted to kill him? There is a reason. It is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Probably the incident from the 5 years ago. Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to why Miss Vasquez motive in this murder. Let's go.
I thought she would have pushed it.
This is my proof. No, I think she knew.
Yeah.
She knew it was him. This is the photo. Did you put a dot by accident? Because if you put a dot, then the bots think that you were trying to post the link. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. No worries, lizard. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubts. I love that Edgeworth is on our side. I think it's hilarious. You, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. I'm scared. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What? What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Reveal evidence she had no motive. So she thought it was Powers.
The only reason she knows he was the one who killed him.
Yeah, that's true. So she has no motive then?
That's my guess.
I think so. I think so. We're saving, obviously, for obvious reasons. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Why don't you look at that? Excellent. She had no motive. Sorry, darlings. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. I knew it! I knew it! I said this! I said this! Say it. Of course I'm gonna save. I don't want to do it all again. You mad? What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. I thought so. What? What? Do you remember I was like, oh, imagine it's all in self-defense. Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai's costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Oh, we got a reaction. You did it, didn't you? Yes. I'm guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel? Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? We did. I think we did, yes. It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Interesting case. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not. Will Powers was innocent. He should be found, so is only natural, not a miracle. Whoa, Edgeworth! Words coming out from your mouth, okay? Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty! Hey, let's go! We did it, guys! That is all. This court is adjourned. I have a question though. If it's in self-defense, does she go to jail for murder?
It all depends. There'll be a separate trial for it.
Damn.
Could she have got escaped?
Nah, Painty, sorry. The girl's out the question now. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder. Did hide it so she'll get some punishment. The music in this game is so I couldn't agree more. Twitch username. Tell me why, Mr. Wright? Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Oh. What the heck, dude? What evidence do we have for this? It might be this, you know? Huh? This. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think it's got to do with that. I think it might actually be the picture album. He was jealous? Capcom Music rocks. Mega Man Battle Network series also slaps. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it's the picture book. Yes. Yes. Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids show and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. Aww. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? Yeah, it's a bit much. A bit exaggerated, I think. Nick? Edgeworth? Oh, doesn't look very happy. However, he did kind of help us. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Aha! Pleased to meet you, I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work. I thought so! I'm like, what if he's a fan? Liar. Right. I must say, oh, liar? No, I don't think so. I think it's telling the truth. Hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Yeah, no. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What, friends? As if. They're rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? Yeah, I'd like to find out as well. So the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its program. They went back to making kids shows again. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his face this time. I don't know. I don't think the real world is ready for the real Will Powers. And with that, case 3 comes to a close. Wow! Gosh, I love this game so much.